Hey guys, it's me again, mate of December, aka Malcolm, aka the reviewer, aka Mr. 80's horror movies. Anyway, please get stupid. I just got done with the 1987 movie Prince of Darkness, starring Donald Pleasance, Lisa Brunet, Victor Wong, Jameson Parker, and Dennis Dunn. Victor Wong and Dennis Dunn were both in Big Trouble in Little China. One was called Egg. I don't know who the other one was. So through the whole movie, I was calling Victor Wong Egg. To be honest with you, the movie at first I was like, what's going on? Not because it was confusing, but because I was like, okay, it's another one of those kind of possession movies. And anyway, so we'll get on with, I'll show you the Blu-ray and everything first, and then we'll get on to the review. Okay, so first of all, it comes with a slipcover, and it's got alternate cover inside because it's a collector's edition. I have to admit, I don't like the original artwork as much as I like the Shat Factory one. Inside, you've got the alternate artwork, you know, the one of the slipcase, and you've got one disc, one Blu-ray. There's no DVD with it, which, to be honest with you, there didn't need to be anyway. But I know some people prefer that, and it's got some special features on it. Not many, but some. An audio commentary with director John Carpenter and new interviews with director John Carpenter and Alice Cooper. And I thought Alice Cooper was in this movie. I thought he was the homeless guy, so I was right. And a vertical trailer. Okay, so let's get on with it. Basically, it opens up with a very old, tired-looking priest in the name of basically North Pleasance, and he looks at this church, which was an old church, which was shut down, and he's basically sent there because another priest died. And they're part of a secret sect, basically, that take care of this kind of contaminated green watery stuff, liquid stuff. And basically it's full of evil, and it does all sorts of things. So basically in this, a physics teacher, Victor Wong, and some of his students, which does Dennis Dunn, as well as other people. And to be honest with you, they all go there and they don't know what's going on. Then they get shown they're horrified, basically. They're horrified by this green liquid water. And one of them is basically, you know, translating, sorry. Or maybe it is transcribing, a book. And it says things like, I'm they and all this. And basically it's supposed to be evil within. And as it says on the back, a group of graduate students and scientists uncover an ancient canister in an abandoned church, but when they open it, they inadvertently unleash a strange liquid and an evil force on all of humanity. As the liquid turns their co-workers into zombies, the main members realise they have released the most unspeakable horror of them all. Termans as the team must fight to save the world from a devilish fury that has been contained for over 7 million years. The film is directed by John Carpenter, and John Carpenter did, you know, Big Trouble in Little China, Assault on Precinct 13, the one I did yesterday, They Live, as well as others. You know, he did Halloween and stuff. And basically, so let's get back on with the story. So, after a while, the homeless people outside are looking at the church constantly, and they're like just staring. And basically, the contaminated water, or whatever it is, the evil liquid, is controlling them in some way. So, from the very beginning that they get there, get this very claustrophobic feeling like you do in Assault on Precinct 13. They can't get out. One guy does leave at the beginning, and one of the best things in the movie happens. He finds a crucified pigeon. On a little cross, he finds a crucified pigeon, and he gets stabbed in the stomach with a unicycle or a broken bicycle, and then he just hangs on it right in the middle, which is quite cool. It's really cool. It's a really cool scene. You have to check it out if you haven't seen it. And then basically, one by one, pills start getting taken over, just like a possession movie. And they're walking around, they try and kill the rest of them. But the thing with the movie is there's a lot more talking to it than there is horror, in my view, to the end anyway. Like, there's a lot of questions about, is, you know, was Christ real? Was he good? Was he bad? What is the reason behind all this? And some of it is used from real people's, you know, questions about life and everything. And it does make it pretty good. But at the same time, you know, I'd say if you're a Christian or somebody who takes things like that really seriously, like my wife Donna does, then you're going to be very insulted by a movie like this, you know. Me, I'd just take it with a grain of salt. It's a movie, you know, and all that stuff. Donald Pleasance is perfect in yet another role. He looks like a haggard priest who's just had enough, you know. He looks like he just can't take any more. But he's very strong in it and very well acted and very well put out. He makes the character very real. Victor Wong, the physics teacher, I just kept wanting him to die through the whole movie, like I did in Big Trouble in Little China where he played Egg. I wanted him to die in that because to me he's a poor man's Pat Morita, you know, Mr. Miyagi. And the movie ends quite interesting. I don't want to ruin it, but there's a scene where the person puts their hand in the mirror and it's like a different world. And it's interesting. I found it interesting. I found this movie at times to kind of drag on a bit. There's a lot of there's a lot of like demonic things going on in it, and it's like an average thing. I'm not very keen on demonic movies, not because I think they're bad, but because I prefer something more realistic, you know, like a slasher film or something, or even Nightmare on Elm Street. And that to me is better than things like that. Oh, I understand completely why people like them and why people enjoy them, because I enjoy some of them. But I did enjoy this one. The movie I thought it was very well paced. I thought there were some parts where it just went on a bit long. I think it could have been about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes shorter. But it's great. It's one of John Carpenter's best movies, I'd say. There are a lot of ums in this. I would say it's one of his best movies. I just don't like those kind of things. You know, I prefer things like Halloween, Salt and Precinct 3, even Big Trouble in Little China is a lot more fun in my view. But maybe because there's more talking. You know, I do like the talking, but I do find it to sometimes drag on. I mean, when they get possessed, they get this green goo shooting their mouth. And then the one was squirting at other people and going in their mouths, and it was taking them over, and then they were just walking around killing people. And as fun as that was, there was nothing new to it, you know. But the movie itself, when you look at the dialogue, it's very gripping and very creepy and scary. But the actual horror elements with the people aren't. It's more about what it makes you think about and kind of what it drives inside you. A lot like I said about They Live, with the whole, you know, we're being controlled by TVs and stuff. It's a lot like that, but it's in the fact that is religion real? Is the things we believe in actually there? Is it evil? Are we being manipulated by evil forces? You know, stuff like that. So technically it's the same kind of thing, just on a different scale and different thing. It's their politics kind of thing. It's religion and the Bible and evil and Antichrist and all this stuff. So do I recommend the movie? Do I recommend this movie? If you like kind of like demon movies where people are possessed and people get taken over and there's a real sad ending at the end, I highly recommend it. If you like Donald Pleasance, it's worth buying for that alone because he's great in it. He's not in it a lot, but he's great in it. I mean, he is in it a lot, but it doesn't concentrate on him as much as it should. As you know, Dr. Loomis. As you know, Donald Pleasance is a fantastic actor who brought a lot to the table with Waking Fright, Halloween, Phantom of Death. You only live twice. You only live twice. Yeah, you only live twice, and probably so many more movies, but I can't think of it at the minute because I'm tired. But I do recommend it for people that like kind of like, you know, evil spirits and being possessed and stuff like that and fighting evil. I do recommend that. If you like things like The Reanimator as well, I'd kind of recommend this. I love The Reanimator. I recommend this because there are some scenes here that will remind you of The Animator in some aspects. So yeah, thanks. Well, I do recommend this, and I'll give it 2.5 stars just because it's not my kind of movie. But I did enjoy it a lot, and it did bring a lot to the table. There was just some bits that were really, really stupid, and some bits that, to be honest, I thought could have been a lot better. But then again, it was 1987, and they did a great job with the effects and great cast, and it was a great film overall. So yeah, 2.5 stars, fantastic for people who like that kind of thing. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know. I know it wasn't the best. I'm hoping Deadly Blessing, which I'm going to watch next, is going to be a better review for you guys. So thanks for watching. Take care and have a lovely day.